Right, guys, here's exactly step-by-step how to build 1,000 really good backlinks in 24 hours. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but trust me, I'm going to show you step-by-step how you can do it. Now, it's not just some random backlinks, it's 1,000 really good quality backlinks. And the reason why they're really good quality is because of the process that I'm about to lay out for you. So, let's say these are ABCs are your competitors, right? And let's say, right, you go out and you investigate all the backlinks they have. Let's assume each one of your competitors have 3 really good backlinks. And by really good, I mean backlinks that actually move the needle, right? Backlinks that have actual traffic, right? That come from sites with traffic, great metrics that actually essentially that rank, and the link juice flows through to these sites and rank them on Google. So those are the definition of really good backlinks. And I'll go over exactly the boring part, the metrics and the traffic, and what after what metric and after what number of traffic it's considered a good backlink or a really good backlink. But just know that, let's assume for now that these are 3 really good backlinks, and each one of your competitors has, right, 3 really good backlinks. Now, the way in which you can build 1,000 really good backlinks is plain and simple, just copying what they have. Now, I know this sounds super simple, but I'm going to give you the SOP, the standard operating procedure, on exactly how to do it step by step. But the truth is that if you're able to copy exactly all of the backlinks that your competitors have, right? All these ones, the best ones, of course, you don't want to be copying the bad ones or the ones that don't move the needle. But if you're able to copy every single backlink every one of your competitors has, and then on top of that, add some more backlinks, right? There's no reason why you shouldn't be outranking them. Now, of course, granted, SEO isn't just about backlinks, right? There's on-page SEO, actually there's off-page SEO, right? Which essentially is backlinks. There's on-page SEO, right? And there's technical SEO. Now, I won't cover on-page and technical SEO in this video. I have like 3 courses, I think there's one with 5 hours long, one with 2 hours long, courses detailing exactly on how to do this, like how to do on-page SEO properly, how to do technical SEO. I won't cover this right now, but just know, that to rank on Google, you need to hit these 3. But if you have on-page and technical SEO semi-nailed down, or at least okay, right? Backlinks here and this off-page strategy, the building of really good backlinks will make the difference, because nowadays more than ever, right, having proper backlinks pointing to your site, right, does make the difference. And so again, let's say this is your site right here, right? Our goal is to get all these backlinks and point them to our site. Now, what is the plan, right? And I want to give you the theoretical and then, of course, the practical. I'm going to go over exactly how you can do it in Ahrefs, and we can try even a free tool. But what's the plan, right? The plan is to, like I said, first is to find and then replicate what your competitors are doing, right? For example, this is in terms of backlinks, of course, what content is getting the backlinks? Because these sites, right, these backlinks, right, that are linking to your competitor sites, right, they're linking maybe to the homepage, maybe they're linking to some specific blog page, and we need to evaluate why is Forbes linking to this certain blog page on this competitor site, right? What does this blog page have in specific that we can try and replicate so that we can actually get a link from Forbes as well, right? Now, this is just an example, right? And so after that, we got to replicate that content, right? Replicate the content, in this case, for example, this blog post that is getting a link from Forbes. We got to figure out why that is, right? And then we're going to go out and replicate the backlink. And then we're going to reach out, most likely pay them to link out to you. Because nowadays, I mean, with anything, with every single website online, you can pay to get in, right? Forbes, Huffington Post, New York Times. It's just a matter of how much, right? Because these journalists, right, journalists that are on Forbes, right, writing these long article pieces, right, they're paid, I don't know, a couple $1,000, but they get paid so much more for paid pieces, which sometimes they disclose they are paid, sometimes they don't disclose they are paid. There's a weird step right here, but they're open. All these journalists that write all these pieces on Forbes and all these big sites, these news or authoritative websites, they can all be paid for. So you reach out and pay them to link to you as well. Now, I'm giving an example of Forbes, but most likely your competitors won't have links from Forbes, won't have links from New York Times. Most likely they're just going to have links from these authoritative blogs in your space that are so much easier and cheaper to reach out to and get a link on there as well. So hopefully this is making sense, right? Again, the whole goal is to have all these links linking out to us, right? And to do that, of course, we need to first figure out what the links are, right? And then we need to figure out, okay, why are these links linking out to these specific pages? Can we replicate these pages on our site, right? And if so, we do that, of course, and then reach out to these sites and tell them, okay, listen, I see you're linking out to this blog post about dogs, right? I've written this one that's about dogs that has this extra info in it. Can you link to it? Now, most people will say, yeah, but I'm going to charge you, right? So you might as well just ask on the email for how much, because I mean, that's just a reality, right? And ask them for how much do you charge, right? Essentially what you're doing is you're building and essentially paying for backlinks, because if you're waiting to get backlinks naturally, it's going to take a long time. So you might as well just speed up the process by paying someone, right? Because again, your competitors most likely are paying for backlinks, so you might as well do it as well. And it is safe, right? It is safe nowadays. It is safe, right? As long as the backlink is a quality backlink, it is totally safe, right? So now you might be asking, how can I get 1,000 backlinks in 24 hours? It's quite simple, right? So manually in 24 hours, let's call 24-hour period, 2 days of work. If you're working 14 hours a day, that's 2 days of work. You should be able to run through and reach out to at least 100 sites. That is, of course, if you have your site ready with content that's worthy of a link. Because, I mean, you can reach out to all the sites you want, but if your site is trash, they won't even reply to you, right? So you gotta have a quality asset that these people are willing to link out to, because Forbes and these authoritative publications won't link out to shitty sites, right? And even if you're not talking about Forbes, if you're talking about these lower tier blog posts, blog sites or websites that have a 10th or 100th of the traffic, right? But they're still very valuable, right? Because, like I said before, your competitors might not have links from Forbes. They might have links from other places that are less authoritative. These sites will also not link to shitty sites. So make sure that you have a proper site worthy of a link, right? And how do you get 1,000, right? Essentially, just hire a VA to do it for you, right? A virtual assistant. Show them this exact video, and so they can follow the step, the process step by step, right? Now, let's break down the exact actual practical aspect of this. So let's say I'm using Ahrefs, by the way. I mean, if you're serious about link building and SEO as a whole, you got to use Ahrefs or SEMrush or any of these tools. I mean, it's $99 a month. It's not cheap, it's not expensive, but trust me, it is worth it. Now, they do a bunch of stuff, right? But what we want to do is just go here, and this is our website right here, right? Now, first things first, of course, is I go here, I can see my referring domains, I can see my backlinks, I can see here, I can navigate and I can export, and actually I'm going to filter this by DR, domain rating, to see my quote-unquote best backlinks. I want to make sure I select here one per domain, right? Because if you do all backlinks, you're going to have a bunch of backlinks coming from the same domain. We don't want this, right? We want to filter by unique backlinks, right? So go here, one link per domain. And again, if you don't know what this means, is you can have a site linking out to your site, this is your site, multiple times, right? And in theory, the more times that site links you, the less each one of these links is worth, right? So ideally you want to have multiple sites, right? Multiple sites, unique sites linking out to you. So the more referring domains you have, the best. So if you go here again to our site, we have 3,000 backlinks and 300 referring domains. Now we want to get this number up, not this one necessarily. Of course, if this one goes up by 1, but ideally you want to have a ratio of 1-to-1 as close as possible, okay? Now, again, going here to backlinks. Now, this site is somewhat new, right? There isn't many backlinks here, many powerful backlinks, but we're growing, right? As you saw, we're growing. Now, first things first is you got to identify your competitors, right? And this will depend on your niche and your industry, right? But the best way you can use to identify your competitors, which might seem straightforward, is to just type in your keywords on Google, right? What keywords do you want to rank for? Type them on Google, type 5 of them on Google, and see, okay, who's popping up in front of me, right? And just leverage them, and those are your competitors. Simple, right? Now, one of our competitors is these guys called Autoblogging.ai, right? Essentially, they do more or less what we do, but worse. Now, of course, I'm 100% biased, but trust me, if you try both products, you'll see that ours is 100% better. Now, what I do simply is I go here, I get overview, right? There's overview here. They have 2.4 thousand referring domains, right? They have a lot of referring domains. They've been in business for a long time now, since last year. I mean, we just started a couple months ago, but this is good, right? This is good because the whole goal now is how many of these 2.4 thousand backlinks are, 1, high quality, and 2, how many of them can we replicate, right? And so this is what we're gonna do, right? So click here, referring domains, right? Again, actually, we can go to backlinks and go 1 link per domain, right? Now we filter by DR, domain rating, and we go through here. Now we can open this one. Actually, we can see that this link has been removed, so no worth going on here. Now we can go here. Let's see this one, AI tools directory, right? This is the domain, and this is the actual link, right? As you can see here, this domain has a DR of 35, UR of 15, and gets almost 13,000 traffic per month, and the page, right, the page in which they have a link to our competitors gets almost 4,000 people going to there per month. So this is a good backlink, right? Why? Not only because the domain rating is somewhat high, 35. I mean, the best one you can get is 100, but you got to benchmark it to the highest one they have, right? So if the highest one is 45, right, we got to benchmark this one against this one, and it's essentially up high. So this is one of the best links they have, right? Of course, because it's 35. And also the traffic, right? More important than actual metrics is the traffic, because the whole goal of building backlinks, yes, one is to build up the link juice and build up our authority, and we build up this authority by building backlinks to our site, but also the traffic, right? The whole goal of a backlink, or the main goal of a backlink, is if it can get you traffic, that's the perfect backlink, right? And so we can open this up right here. This is the domain, as I said before, and this is the page, right? The page that has, actually, this is, okay, so this is weird. Most likely what they're doing here, let me just go here and search for the tool name. Let me see if I can, okay, this one right here. So this, yeah, it's not really a page. Yeah, it just links out to, yeah, okay, so this is the page, yeah, sorry. And this links out to them, right? This is, let me see here if it is a no follow or do follow link. This is somewhat important, my bad right here. It is a do follow link, as we see here. Do follow links are great. So there's do follow and no follow. Do follow links carry the link juice. No follow links don't carry the link juice. Now, a no follow link isn't necessarily bad, right? Links from Wikipedia are no follow. Links from Facebook are no follow. It's just a way of sites to prevent spam. Yeah, just know that this is important. Now, okay, we see here that they have this link right here. How can we replicate it? Now, this is a directory, so it's quite easy. Essentially, everyone that's on here is paying for paying to be on here. So what we do is just go here, submit tool, and most likely it's paid, right? We name the product, URL, pricing, and most likely you're gonna have to pay something, right? So yeah, it's the first one. And again, as you see here, there's multiple backlinks here, right? And you have to skim through one of these ones and see, because different sites and different types of backlinks require different tactics. Now this is quite simple. Again, it's just a directory, so just have to submit your tool. But let me see if I can find here one that's not a directory. So we'll go here. Let me see this one. This is actually a blog post in, I think it's German. And as we see here, actually this is some sort of directory as well. Let me skim through this a bit more. Let's see this one here. This should be so also a directory. They have a lot of directories. Now, again, this will depend, of course, on your niche, right? And because these niches, okay, so this is a perfect example. This is a listicle, right? 5 best AI tools to solve math problems. And we scroll down here. Actually, let me see here the table of, I mean, we have Wolfram Alpha, Math Alpha, blah, 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 and we should have, or at least, I thought there was, okay, so there, okay, yeah. This is actually on the blog, right, there's a link here, a paid ad, I assume, on the sidebar, right? So top 3 tools in September, and I'm guessing they're paying to be here. Now, again, it's quite an easy link to replicate. Most likely just have to contact these guys right here and ask them, okay, how much is a feature for a month on your site right here? Bam, that's done. Now, this is still a backlink, but I want to find the classic, quote unquote, classic type of backlink, which I should be able to find here. Let me see this one right here. Okay, this is again another tool directory. So they have a lot of tool directory backlinks, but I'm sure eventually I will find one that's not a tool directory. I want just one that's like a literal blog post. Okay, so review article. Stick with me because I think I'm gonna find it. Hopefully, let me see here if I do find it, because I do want to show you like as a classic one as a blog post. It's not really a blog post right here either. Okay, this should be a blog. You see clearly, yeah, it's a blog post, more or less, kind of a blog post here. Let me see, not really. I mean, kind of. I do again. I want to find it. Trust me, because hopefully you're still watching this, because I do want to show you that it does take time, right? It does take time because you got to filter through the links. Now, as you can see here, we're lower down the table, right? And the links are not as good, right? 0.1, not that much traffic, right? But we still can find and see this one right here, for example. This should be a good one. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, this is a blog post. This tool versus this tool, 7 key differences. And if I just type in here, okay, yeah, what are some free alternatives to this tool, right? There you go. There's a link to our competitors, right? And this is coming from, let me just close all, actually, this is open. This is coming from a domain with 35 DR, and the page traffic actually gets 20 users per month, which is, I guess, not a lot, but it's decent, right? Better than 0. And this is a good domain, right? The domain traffic is 300,000, right? 35, and page you are 1.5. So it's a good backlink, right? Which we can most likely replicate. How? Go here, go to the site, skim through this, close all this, right? And most likely, again, the link is here, right? And all these ones, this one, most likely these are all paid for or just affiliate links, right? We can just go here and get in touch with them, most likely down here. Let's see here, so many ads. I'm sure we can get a tool. Actually, this is sort of a directory kind of as well, which is interesting, but I'm sure, actually not really, because this is an actual article. I'm sure we can get in touch with this guy right here somehow. I mean, you gotta look, this is why it takes time. It is a very time consuming process, but it is available. Yeah, just open his, perfect, you have his Twitter, go here, follow them, message him, right? That's one way, right? You gotta always try to find multiple ways. Now, ideally, we'd be able to grab an email, which would be the best thing ever if we could. I don't see here a way to contact him. I guess, yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. That's here. Yeah, contact. Okay, and perfect. Should be this, right? Email, right? Or actually this one right down here, right? So this is how you do it, right? And again, it takes time, but it is the best way to replicate all the backlinks. Because again, the whole goal is to skim through this, find the best backlinks they have, right? As I showed you just now, and replicate them. Now, seems simple, and it is simple, just takes time. Now, the second thing is you have to pay attention to the anchor texts. The anchor text is the little text you click, right, to go to a link, right? You don't want to over-optimize, right? And I oftentimes give this example is you should at least have, I don't know, I think at least 70% of your anchors should be branded. So in our case, our tool is called Journalist AI. So in our case, Journalist AI, or try Journalist AI, right? Or see this tool called Journalist AI. So branded or generic. So click here, learn more, visit their site, right? And only 5% or less than 5%. I mean, this is just a rule of thumb, so you don't over optimize. And by over optimizing, I mean all your anchors being your exact match keywords, so the keywords you want to rank for. So in our case, we have a feature that's auto blogging, right? That essentially has an auto blog running for you in the backend, right? So it would be dumb for us, even though we want to rank for auto blogging and best auto blogging tool or WordPress auto blogging tool, to have 100% of our anchors be those keywords, because most likely would be slapped by Google, right? We have some other features that allow you to automatically index articles on Google, automatic link building, all this. And again, we want to promote them, but you want to make sure that the anchors for those links and for those keywords are less than 5%. Otherwise, again, you're going to get slapped by Google. Now, it's not guaranteed that you'll be slapped. And by slapped, I mean penalized by Google. But in my opinion, I like to play it safe. I don't want to risk it. So I blast most of the links with branded, generic, long tails, right? Variations, and only 5 or less than 5, around 5 with actually exact match keywords. Okay. Now, if you go here to our link building profile, you might not see that because again, most of these are just links we haven't paid for. I mean, we haven't paid for any single link right here. So yeah, just know that. And yeah, that's essentially basically it. If again, you want to hire a VA to do this for you, I recommend you do, but this is the exact process, right? This is exact process we're going to be, I mean, that I've done in the past with other companies, with my own clients, with other businesses I've ran, and that I'm just applying to this business right now because it does work, right? And again, if you have all the backlinks your competitors have, and then on top of that, plus some more, and plus if you nail down your on-page SEO and your technical SEO, there's no reason, absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be ranking on top. Now, of course, I mean, you have to have great content on your site. You have to have a proper site. I mean, in this specific niche, most likely it is this, because most of the backlinks you saw right here, directories, right? Most of these directories don't really care who they link out to, but if you're on a more competitive niche, right? If you want links from these high-end publications, you're gonna have to be serious about the content you publish, right? You're gonna have to have a proper blog, a proper article, things that actually add value to the internet. Otherwise, I mean, you can pay however much you want to these journalists, but they have some integrity, as they should, right? And they just won't link out to any shitty site. So yeah, that's it. That's the video. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you found value in this. And yeah, like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below if you want or what you want to see in future videos. And I'll also leave in the description my links to my 3 free courses on SEO that go over on-page, off-page, technical, a bit more detail. I mean, one is 5 hours long, so hopefully you can find some value in it. That's it again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.